Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Send One podcast. Today is the 420. I just banged my table. Today is the 420 edition, meaning April 2020. And we're coming up on the 20th of that day. There's actually a few too many 20s in the mix, but we're hoping for a really good 420 ratio in about 2 days from now, or hopefully when you're watching this. Oh, what a
It's
sick
also Hitler's
intro.
birthday by the time you end up watching this.
Is that
So
true? I
like,
didn't know that. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
420 is Hitler's birthday.
Oh, the internet
Oh,
must
that's
love that.
crazy. But yeah, what have you guys
Blessings.
been up to these last 2 weeks since we posted?
Clearly we haven't recorded anything.
This is true.
Yeah,
We were
it's been
supposed to drop an episode like the second half of the first episode, literally the next day. But we faced some technical issues. Basically, we were all a bit lazy.
Yeah, very technical issues. I was like, what
Technical
technical
issues.
issues?
no, it's a combination of two things. I think it was a pain editing the second half, and after editing it, we discovered that it was total shit and that it wasn't
Yeah,
worth
that was
posting.
the bigger thing, I think.
So we just thought we'd do without it completely. But anyway, now we're here. We're giving you a relatively better organized podcast, hopefully. So if
I can see Kundu wearing the Bangalore
so
jersey.
So yeah, we're going to be talking about Bangalore today, a lot about Bangalore and what it means to be a Bangalorean. So I thought this would be some fitting attire for the occasion.
Nice. Oh, dude, I had my RCB jersey in that one. I still have it. I can wear it. But,
Yeah, go wear it. Transition.
Also, in terms of what we've been up to, I lost my job. So y'all should stay
COVID-19
tuned.
unemployment.
Unemployment gang, let's go. Since we were talking about it last time, I guess you guys can stay tuned. Like, I'm dropping an OnlyFans account where you can pay $5 a month to watch me cry in the shower. You know,
oh, that's a
Nice.
good
bargain.
fucking
Bargain.
content.
A few inches later.
TikToks have become a big thing of late, and most are okay. Actually, I know most are quite fucked. But there's one.
No, most of it.
But I feel like there's one, like we always see like the Western TikTok stuff, people
That's
in
true,
California,
yeah.
all your fucking hype house shit, your Charlie D'Amelio and your
Yeah,
fucking
there's
Addison.
no samskar in it. Honestly, that's why
Yeah, man.
that's why I haven't been able to enjoy
But
it. I need some brown skin in my
there
TikToks.
is a lot of brown skin, and this is one thing that's crazy. I've been noticing a trend of Indian TikTok that goes back as far as like 2018, 2017. But here's the catch: it's not
Really?
urban TikTok; it's rural TikTok. Okay,
I can't believe that. Yeah,
and more
Plugging
specifically,
into the.
I know. I'm impressed.
yeah, and more specifically, there's like a subgenre of rural, and people who take offense to me saying it's rural, fuck you, but it is. There's army TikTok, okay, and it's especially cringy because one thing that I found is when you go on YouTube and you search any other military, like whether it's the US military or the British Army or something, you always have these super cool, motivational, fucking badass videos, okay. India doesn't really have that, okay? And this was especially painful for me having worked with the army and stuff and like seeing these people, like I've seen this happen live, okay? Like I've seen
Amazing.
like
We
sentry, yeah, like so where I was working, we have these sentries, at the entrance you have your guard. This will probably get
Yeah.
them in trouble and all, but like I've seen like
That's fine.
I've seen them hold their smartphones and like record shit, okay, like as I'm
That's
leaving work,
amazing.
and I'm like, bro, like why, So here are some examples. If you guys want to take, I don't know if you've seen them already, but if you want, check
you
them
send
out
them
on
across, right?
check them out on the Instagram. So these are from 2018, and they are
Oh wow.
fucking cringe. So yeah,
Oh, geez.
and there are two kinds also. You have them of individual soldiers, like like basically singing songs and doing that musically type shit.
Yeah, that's a standard format. Yeah.
And then you have like proper theatrical stuff
Oh damn.
which is the second one.
Production level.
And the English is
Ooh.
fucked, bro. They don't even speak English. Like I want you guys to listen to the one from Army AK-47 Lover.
So the second one I'll do. I just saw the first one and I love it so much, dude. It like
The
touched my
second one is
heart,
cringe,
honestly.
bro. The second
The
one you will
singing,
die.
I'm gonna
see.
watch the second one now. But the first one was so sweet. It's like peaceful music, and this dude is damn cute also. So like, dude is damn cute also. So like, the second one.
Gareth Salma,
Yes, sir.
have you informed me enough?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to leave?
Yes, sir.
You can disperse now.
Thank you, sir.
Oh my god, what is this, bro?
Gareth Salma,
Yes, sir.
I missed you.
Same to you.
Oh man, testament to Indian.
That
But
was
what does that
uncomfortable.
mean? What is "have you informed me enough" mean?
Have you informed me enough?
Like, what the fuck does that mean? And then,
We need to analyze this.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
and it's quite progressive also, because until recently there are no women in combat roles, and she looks like she's in a combat role, which is
Well,
crazy. And
she's
she has
fighting. She's fighting with his massive dick. That's all I can say for
Yeah.
sure.
and she has a Siachen high altitude ribbon also. That means she was posted in Siachen.
Badass.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Hella cool.
That's badass.
Dude, the first thing I saw when I opened that was that okay, they're actors, and that the male army dude is Naveen Paul Shetty.
I missed you.
But bro,
Like
it's so
with the
sad.
shades, I was like, that is Naveen Paul Shetty, man. No other person.
No, but I feel like this kind of video just like it's so cringe on another level also, because it like perpetuates that sexist mindset of like female soldiers constantly like being cute with like their commanding officer, and
that's kind of true.
it's like
I'm inclined to agree.
Dude, I mean, it's kind of like implied in the video in itself. She winks at him, and he's like, he just comes
Thank you, sir.
everywhere. What the fuck?
yeah, he does this weird like my feels type, like totally gonna bang after this, which is fucking
No,
cringe.
but like, wouldn't you think like the armed forces and stuff would like have something in place for shit like this?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is illegal also. Like, not probably illegal,
Really?
but soldiers, I don't think, are allowed to have cell phones now, because it's a security
Oh,
threat. Because you
shit.
can track their positions, you can give away
Yeah.
Makes sense.
positions to the enemy, and
But
TikToks
I'm
are
assuming
fucking
that's
Chinese.
during combat and like when you have drills going on. My background, like my family and stuff, is completely Air Force. My mom and dad's side, so like I know like unless they were like on a mission or something, they would be chilling at the base, and everyone have like their computers and phones and all that.
See, but at the same time, if you think about it, see, TikTok's a Chinese company, okay, and TikTok is mandated to hand over certain data to the Chinese government. And
Yeah, okay.
and here, and if you see like in the third video, it's like these guys in a BMP, okay, and the patrols, the patterns of patrols, even if it's at a designated base, you can track the movement of soldiers, so then you can figure out how many times are the soldiers doing patrols, and you can gather that kind of information, and
Yeah.
you can get like detailed like signature maps of the of the exact boundaries of bases, and basically a lot of information that you don't want to get out.
Meanwhile.
ਓਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਜੰਗ ਦੇ ਮੈਦਾਨ ਜਿੱਤਣੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਗੋਡਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਮੂਵ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੌਂਦੇ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੁੱਖ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ
Guys that look like this, acting the way they are, pulled up with me on some guns. I just laugh, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, and they're like pot-bellied soldiers who are totally unfit to be soldiers, and they're holding a fucking pistol.
I blame
with no body
Bollywood,
armor.
bro. What the fuck is this? You can't just hand anybody a gun. These guys think that, yo, man, this is fucking Akshay Kumar. Let's fucking go fuck shit up. This dude's holding his gun like he's a crip. I'm like, what the fuck is
It's like this, bro.
But they're having so much fun. I legitimately can't fault them. Like just in watching that, I was like, no, you guys deserve this. you're allowed to make these TikToks because I can see how much joy it brings you. It's too good.
Like it was a lifelong dream of mine to join the army, and then once I saw this, I was like, fuck, bro. Like, this ain't something
This is
I
what it
really.
took.
But yeah, anyway, it is what it is.
Times.
I can't wait. I can't wait for politicians to start doing that.
I
That
saw
would be
some politicians have.
I feel like Shashi
I-
Tharoor can do anything
was-
on the
yeah,
internet
I-
and everyone would love it. You know, even
I
though
was
he-
definitely going to say our man Shashi Tharoor.
Oh man, Shashi.
Oh, what a legend.
So Congress leader Shashi Tharoor has alleged that TikTok app is illegally collecting that data, which is being received by China, and he termed it as an issue of national security.
But yeah, a lot of people are now getting to TikTok, and I think it's good. Like, you know, I'm in that camp where, as cringy as it is, it's fine. At least you're having fun. You know, if, you know, everyone's
Yeah.
doing their shit in this lockdown, so I don't kind of blame you. I'd
Yeah,
do it
that's
if I
fine.
could. You know, I'd do it if I had more of a. You know, if I wasn't so fucking.
If you had a shittier sense of humor, let's just say what it is.
No, because even if like you find most of them cringe, it's easy to make ones that are ironic and still like really funny
No,
for you.
100%.
That's the thing.
I think that's only like 10 or 15% of all the TikToks that are online.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you want to make them, then that's worth it.
Yeah, but you know, the thing with me is I probably make TikToks, but I've refused to download the app at all. Like, I've never
I get
downloaded the app
that.
because of the security.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, not to sound like super prejudiced or anything, but like, you know, people keep saying, you know, Pakistan is the enemy of India and all. I don't really believe that. I feel like
Yeah.
the Chinese are the biggest threat to this country, and I have a passionate, not a hatred per se, but I have a prejudice when it comes to the Chinese government, not Chinese people.
Yeah. I think that's an important distinction. So
Yeah.
I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah,
So, yeah.
honestly.
I don't have many Chinese friends. I don't think I have any Chinese friends, but any future Chinese friends who are seeing this, I love you guys. I just hate your fucking Communist Party. And
Oh, bro. Come on. Split the wealth, bro.
yeah, no, but the scariest thing is India slowly turning into like a Chinese regime, bro. The way we're fucking like cracking down on dissent and, you know, journalistic freedoms and stuff. It's fucking crazy. And detention camps, it's the same as those fucking Uyghurs and all, bro. You know, the way we're fucking targeting Muslims and all in this country.
I'm sorry, I could swear you just said e-girls and I didn't understand what you said.
Those UI, I don't know, Uyghurs, they're called Uyghurs, no? Uyghurs?
I've never heard that term before.
Oh,
the clan of Muslims. Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
They're a Muslim minority, I think, in the Xinjiang region of China. It's like northwest
You
of
probably mothered
Pakistan.
the name.
No, I think that's it.
No, I'm pretty sure I said it right, but anyway, if I said it wrong, I apologize. But yeah, it's fucked. And I was watching this. I saw this heartbreaking documentary of this one guy who was reporting on, I think, on these Uyghurs, and he was reporting on the coronavirus. Okay, and on one front, he was scared that, you know, while he's reporting on the coronavirus, he's gonna die, and behind him, because he's reporting on the coronavirus, the Chinese government is intimidating him through his family. You know, so they are speaking to his family. So he put up a video of him, you know, basically saying that, like, you know, I'm going to play a small clip of it, and it's basically him crying, saying, you know, I'm not afraid of you.
我是害怕，我前面是病毒，我后边是中国的法律和行政力量，但是我会振作起来。只要我活在这个城市，我会继续做我的报道，我只说我看见的，我听见的。阿逼，我连死都不怕，我怕你共产党吗？
Just as the spread of the virus accelerated, impacting dozens of countries around the world, Shushur went silent.
And literally a week after that, there's nobody's heard from him since. And his mother put out a video, you know, saying, if you guys know where he is or heard from him, you know, please let us know, because we're super like worried and stuff. And that's so
Wasn't
fucked
this
up.
by Vice?
Yeah, it is. It's a Vice video.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and that's happening in India also, but probably less discreet.
100%. Did you hear? I mean, I'm gonna mother his last name, but let me just get it up for.
Oh.
Anand Teltumde.
Yeah. He's that Ambedkar's grandson, descendant or something.
Okay.
Like, he's like a scholar and intellectual type. He used to be like a professor and everything, and he's always been outspoken about like minorities in India, bringing their plight to attention. And I think he's Kundu said that he's kind of related to Ambedkar as well.
Exactly, and
And it
they
was really
arrested
funny
him on
because
Ambedkar's birthday, bro. Which is
on Ambedkar's birthday, he got arrested for these
wow.
whack-ass charges, sedition, dissent. Yeah, man.
One little boost to the surface later.
Danish Sait has blown up off late again because of his super bang on point videos of Bangalore, culture and like lingo.
Yeah.
And it also and his main like it started off with his video of how like Bangalore guys talk to one another on the phone, especially during this lockdown. And I can't tell you how well he nailed the the lingo.
Bro, the fucking birds are next level. Bro, you watch that show, bro. Nothing, that just using my hand only. What else? Macha, we should go to Goa after all this. You saw Money Heist, bro, the fucking air is next level.
What I find cool about it is, like growing up, I used to find that kind of, the whole da, ra, what's up, that sidey way of talking kind of cringy, and I'd stay away from it, altogether. But I think after I went to college and I got to see how fucking North India is and how fucking crazy those motherfuckers are, I kind of sought comfort in that kind of way of speaking. So
you could appreciate it.
I appreciate it more, and now I kind of owned it, because it's like part of our identity, and I think it's pretty cool, because you can instantly tell that someone's from Bangalore based on the way that they speak
Bro,
and certain mannerisms.
Because both of you were in Valley for the longest time, I guess maybe you didn't interact as much, but like when I was in Sishugriha and shit, I was in the middle of Tipasandra, bro. Like most of my boys spoke like that, if not all at one point.
Yeah, Valley definitely had less of that.
A1, and like it's crazy, alright. So I remember I came back to India 5-6 months ago, and Kundu actually picked me up from the airport, and I hadn't come back in like 4 years. And yeah, my man. And we went to Indiranagar like straight away, and literally that same evening I met my boys. Doesn't matter how long I've been outside the fucking country, alright. The second I meet them, it's like, Mom, what the fucking
I love it.
I just can switch back immediately. It's so comfortable. It's like home. 100%. So like Danish Sait really fucking gets it that way.
But one thing also I've noticed, it's not just the way you speak. I feel like that people look like they're from Bangalore. That's one thing I got a lot in college. Like people kept asking me every time I tell them I was from Bangalore, they're like, yeah, you look it. And I didn't know what the fuck that meant, and I didn't know like what they were referring to, but I kind of understood what they were saying, because I feel like Bangalore people just give off this like energy and
100%.
this vibe. Like you can
100%.
spot them from a mile away,
100%.
Because I ethnically I'm not South Indian at all. I don't look like I'm from Bangalore, but still like I feel like a lot of Bangalore people like just have this common trait.
You might be right.
Like in France and shit, I did make a few Indian friends that just happened to be from Bangalore, and the thing is, we never brought up which cities we used to live in. It's just that I just naturally would just fuck with them heavy, and then like 3-4 days on, and be like, "Yo, you're from Bangalore, bro? No fucking way, where, bro? Where you from?" Even in Bombay, now that I've been here for the last few months, there's a stark difference, bro. And like even if you're in a friend group and you're chilling with a bunch of people, and if you don't know someone, you can just get it.
Right. Yeah. But I feel like Bombay people are like the natural siblings of Bangalore people. Like I feel like of other major metropolitan areas in the country, I feel like we vibe with Bombay people the most.
There are two sets. One's like the super, the fucking elites, and you're like, fam, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, not those people. Like people like us, like the middle class. Not your super over entitled.
Yeah. No, yeah,
of course, right.
They're a different scene altogether. It's damn chill, 100%. It's like it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, but one thing I noticed, the difference between like even the super elite of both Bangalore and Bombay, there's one key difference where I've noticed Bombay elites speak in like a British accent or like a foreign accent, which I haven't seen in like I know a lot of like super rich people in Bangalore, and they all speak like regular Bangalore people, like how fucking Danish Sait would portray, but not Bombay people. Like I don't know if that's true. Maybe Maya can fucking attest to this or no. But
100%. No,
like
it's like
super pretentious.
You do one you do one exchange semester abroad, and you suddenly sound like you've lived in fucking London.
Jeez.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up, please. Like everyone can see through it, but it's such a norm. It's just like normal. Yeah. Oh, where do you study? Hey, fucking.
The Valley School, Tatguni Post, Kanakpura Road.
My bad. Can we censor that? I just said something. Thank you.
Belgaum.
I live in Paris.
Shit. A lot of my homies would be pissed if they saw this. But okay.
But yeah, I know a lot of people who who've done that.
You're right. It can be very fake.
Yeah. But yeah, I know some friends from Bangalore who speak with a fucking accent after studying abroad, which is okay. Like I've kind of just accepted that it's something that they're gonna do, but I feel like everyone around them knows that it's fucking put on, because there are times where they sound Indian, like when they're talking to one person, it's like their regular accent, but then when they're in a public forum or something with a large group of people, suddenly they sound like they're fucking Shakespeare or something, like
Oh, well, to be fair, dude, so whenever I'm with Americans, I always try and use an
that's
American
fine.
accent.
If you're with white people,
And so if
like
I'm in a
you're trying
large, yeah. So what do I do when I'm in a group of mixed people? I usually still will probably go. Actually, I don't know.
No, I'm
not
talking
sure.
about people back here in Bangalore when they're talking to their homeboys from school and all. They're talking like they're fucking.
So what was the other scenario they said? Where you said where they would go? Wait, talking with their homeboys, they keep their
Like with
international accent.
me, it's one accent, but with some other classmate, it's like someone who they're not
see.
particularly super close with. Then they sound a bit artificial,
Interesting.
Which is weird. Like I'd never be able to do something like that. Like I play a lot of video games with a lot of foreigners, and I'm sure my accent gets like slightly anglicized, but I feel like that's fine, because otherwise they're not gonna understand a single word I say.
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
But I feel like I also don't have that thick of an Indian accent, which is slightly better. So I don't really need to modify it that much. But I definitely do so.
Colonized.